Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is still Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Countdown to my birthday, May 23rd, Friday. I think. Yeah, Friday. Anyway, and hopefully God will grace me and bless me to see it and all of y'all as well. And anybody who has a birthday today, happy birthday. Now this is something I haven't done in a while. Well, what other day, but I haven't been doing it much. Responding to my emails. I've started digging back through my emails again. And this was from, the last one I answered was from a young man. So I'm alternating this from a young woman. And she said that she noticed nowadays, she wanted my opinion of what I think is going on. And she pretty much asked me a question of where are, I say that there are some good men left. She said, where are the good men? That's what she asking me. Same question that the men ask, like where are the good women? So this is a woman asking me where are the good men? And again, another long email, so I have to condense it. And she was basically telling me about dealing with men nowadays. She's a younger woman. And she said she noticed something. To her, it feels like men don't even like women no more. Not in a LGBT type way. They're straight men. Not, they straight. But for some reason, it seems like the men nowadays, as she go out on dates or whatever, or meet men or talk to men, they don't even want to buy her a cup of coffee on a date. And she said, what do I think is the issue with that? So I said, well, this is the video. I'm going to give you an answer. You answered your own question when you said you don't think men like women anymore. That's your answer. So this is a warning to women that's out here dating. If you happen to be a good woman, this is a warning for you. If you're a Keisha or one of y'all, this ain't a warning for you. You get what you deserve. You're supposed to be out here with these no good, dirty, low down scoundrels. This is a warning to the good women that happen to watch my channel. And it's also explaining the point of view, because a lot of these men that y'all thinking that don't like y'all, these are some good men that's gotten to a point where they don't like you no more. But that don't mean they're bad men. I'm going to explain to you what happened. So I'm warning the good women what you're going to be dealing with out here with men nowadays. And then I'm also explaining the point of view from the good men of why they act the way they do towards women nowadays. And you are right when you say it feels like men don't even like women no more. When I was younger, or back in my day, in my 20s and 30s or whatever, I had no problem with taking a woman out on a date, paying for everything, spending time, going places, going to the movies, going wherever, with a woman I just met. She ain't my girl, none of that. We exchanged numbers when we met, talked on the phone a few times, and then I started taking her out. And what happened was, from those phone conversations, I was able to get to a point where I kind of like her. She cool. I like how she talking. I liked her. That's why I would take her out. I say, hey, you feel like going, hey, something going on, and we've got a concert, we got a show, we got a comment, whatever, a Tyler Perry, whatever, something going on. Would you like to go? I would like to take you. Oh yeah, I love that. And I ain't had no issue. Ain't no going half or whatever y'all call it nowadays. Dutch. I forgot the name y'all got a new some name I never heard of. Where the woman pay her own way. I don't rock like that. So anyway, it started out with the phone conversations. Me and the woman would exchange numbers. When I saw her somewhere and I approached her, she had a nice attitude. She was welcoming. She was engaging. And we talked. I got her phone number. She didn't look at me like I was thinking, no, I got a boyfriend, I got a man. She ain't do none of that. She, and she was receptive to me being a man, doing what a man do when he see a woman he interested in. I approached her. Talked for a while, asked for her number. If she was interested, she gave me a number. If she wasn't interested or was married or had a boyfriend, she would say that in a nice, kind of way. Oh, I'm already seeing somebody, but thanks. Oh, I'm married. But it wasn't in no get your ass away from me type way. It would just be like, hey, I'm married, man. If I wasn't married, it'd be something else, but I'm married. Or whatever. She was a good woman and she didn't want to talk. But she didn't put me down and make me feel like a fool for trying to talk to her. So that was the first thing that was different back then. When men liked women. So I would meet the woman. If she was interested, she would be nice and give me her number. We would talk for a few days, maybe a week on the phone. And that would give me time to see, well, hey, I kind of like her. She cool. You know what I'm saying? I want to hang out with her a little more. So the date that I asked her out on was because I liked her because she was cool. See, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and especially ladies who ask me this question. Men don't want to go on dates no more. They don't want to buy you coffee, no movies, dinner, none of that, because they don't like y'all. Not because they're gay, not because they low down. It's gotten to a point where you're right, men don't like women no more. But I'm going to tell y'all in a minute how I got like that. And they just men low down and dirty. Your sisters got it. Even though you may be a woman that like men still. There's so many women out here that's so low down and dirty, so scandalous, so scheming and conniving, so disrespectful. And they're out here dealing with the good men that you're looking for. And it's gotten so bad, they've been so horrible to where the good men have got to where I don't even like a woman. They so all they want now, the men, if they can get it like that, they don't even want to know your name. We still have that physical desire, that for a straight man. He still want to do that. But it's gotten to a point to where that's all he wants now. To fulfill. And if it wasn't for nature giving him that urge to want to do that, men wouldn't even try to get that no more. The only reason we're still trying to is because of nature. And it makes us go after that. If it wasn't for that, men wouldn't even want that from women no more. And I ain't talking about being gay. I'm just saying they wouldn't even want that no more. But nature makes us go after the why was the dog chase the cat? You know what I mean? But other than that, a lot of y'all women know that's all a man wants. And yeah, that's all he wants. Because it's gotten so bad out here in the dating scene for a man, it seems like that's all he getting anyway. He ain't getting nothing else. And a lot of women have made it known to men that y'all don't like us. All you see on these different podcasts and what have you when it's women, they forever telling us what we supposed to do, how we supposed to be, and if we ain't this, we ain't a real man. If we don't do this for her and this black, we ain't a real man. We ain't this. She don't want nothing to do with us. Get out of her face. Don't say nothing to me. Don't approach me. If you ain't got this, if you don't make this, don't say nothing to me. I want nothing to do with you. How do you think men supposed to feel after hearing this for years? You think we supposed to constantly still like y'all? It's gotten to a point men don't like women as people. If you feel that way as a woman, man, I feel like men don't even like women. You're right, they don't. But that's why. Women have made it like this. The modern woman. This is what she has done. She created men that only want one thing because he feels like that's all he gonna get anyway, and he ain't willing to do a whole lot of anything to get it. He feels like he's only, if I deal with any woman nowadays, I'm only gonna get one thing that I want, if I get that. And I won't be the only one that done got it. So it ain't got no value like it used to. Ladies, I don't mean no harm. I'm just telling you from the point of view from a man so you understand what you're dealing with when you're out here in the day market, when you wonder why men moving the way they moving. I'm telling you why. It ain't because they low down and dirty. I'm telling you why the men move the way they move, the way it's like they only want to lay with you and nothing else. See, when I used to go to the movies with a woman, it's because I liked her. Because I done talked to her on the phone a week or two before I took her to the movies. And I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed talking to her. So the movie was icing on the cake because I liked her. So I didn't mind taking her to dinner, taking her to movies, walking around the park, going for a ride, just bending corners. Because I liked her company. But the women were different back then. They were likable women. Now, you may be a likable woman, but you got to understand your competition. And it's like the empty wagon makes the most noise. So your competition, even though they ain't worth a damn, they getting all the attention because they the loudest. You a good woman, you back off in the cut, quiet. So the men, we ain't seeing enough of y'all. So we think the majority of women out here is the bullshit. Cause the good, same like we're with the cops. How we talking about the bad cop, the good cop. It seems like all the media shows the bad cops, so we think all of them bad, when in reality there's only a few of them. Well, with the women, all we see is the bad ones. So we think all y'all like that. Cause the good ones, we don't ever see y'all. Y'all ain't on social media talking and running your mouth. That ain't what good women do. But if the man don't pay attention, he'll think because it's all we being shown is the ratchets, the baby mamas. We thinking, ain't none of the women worth a damn. I don't want nothing to do with none of them except them, and that's it. And I'm going to put forth the least amount of effort I can to get it. Because there are women out here that you can get it from with a little amount with no effort. If she think you fine, all you got to do is be cute. Or burn a bag with her. Pop a pill with her. And you can splat. You got to do all that dinner and dates and wine and dining no more. So the women that are asking for that, I got standards. A man look at you like, well, you go over there with your standards. I ain't taking you nowhere but to the room. That's what happened. You're right. If y'all here dating, ladies, men don't like y'all no more. And I ain't talking about these kind of men. I'm talking about straight men. They want to hit, but that's all they want to do. Because we've been convinced that that's all we're going to get anyway. If I want more out you, I ain't going to get it no way, so I might as well get what I'm going to get. Which is some used coochie. Why would I, as a man, or why would a man, go out his way, all this effort, to get some Pookie and Ray Ray got? And they ain't did nothing. They don't do nothing. Ain't got nothing going for themselves. And he's still hitting the same woman. I'm finna wine and dine, check out to the movies and dinner. And why would I do that as a man? That's what happened. You're right. Men don't like women anymore. We don't hate y'all. Well, I still like women. But there's certain types. I don't deal with women that I don't like. That's my solution. If I talk to you and I don't like it, you ain't gonna hear from me no more. I'm not gonna even deal with a woman I don't like. So that's, fellas, that's how you do that. If you don't like her, don't deal with her. I would advise you don't even sleep with her if you don't like her. A lot of y'all out here laying with women that you don't even like, and that's going to cause you a problem. If you don't like her, don't even lay with her. If she ain't cool, don't lay with her. Leave her alone. That's how I do. If I don't like her, I don't do nothing. No sleeping, nothing. Ain't nothing like a woman that you don't even like disturbing your peace, tripping, blowing your phone up, stopping by your house. Oh, you gonna get my stuff now? You don't want to talk? Ain't nothing worse than that, fellas. So if it's a woman you don't like, don't even sleep with her. That's my advice from Big Unc, OG wisdom. Now you do what you want to do. Going out here and hit everything you want to, he's gonna cause you another problem. We on the same page, ladies and gentlemen? So to my women friends on here that follow me and like what I talk about and know that I ain't gonna tell you wrong. If you out here dating and you know that you're a good woman, just understand. Like back in the day, men knew we had walls that we might have to break down to get to that good woman because she done dealt with so many bombs. But we knew she was a good woman and she was worth tearing them walls down to get to her. Well, there's some good men out here that got walls up because some terrible, low-down, dirty women. Now the women are worse than the men used to be. And now you got good men out here with walls up. And if you're a woman out here looking for a good man, you got to understand, if you ain't willing to tear that wall down, don't waste your time trying to find one because he got a wall. If you meet a man nowadays, ladies, I don't care if it's Jesus, he got a wall built up. The women have forced him to put up a wall to protect himself. So if you're a good woman, again, and you out here looking for a good man, if you meet a good man, just know he's going to have a wall up. And if you ain't willing to tear that wall down, you ain't going to get him. Just like once upon a time, we would meet good women, but I would know her. So I was willing to do what I need to do to tear that wall down because I know she's a good woman. And I know some of the guys she's been with before me, and they were bums. So they got her kind of standoffish. But I knew and understood she was worth tearing the wall down. So I would do that. But women nowadays, I hope I answered your question. Yes. Nowadays, most men don't even like women. Don't want your company. Don't want to talk to you on the phone. If they can get by without even getting your name and phone number, if they can just get some right there on the spot, they'll do it. Don't want your name, phone number, nothing. Don't want to hang out. Don't even want to hear your voice. Just be quiet and let me get my issue and get on out of here. If y'all would stoop so low, because that's stooping low. If women nowadays would stoop so low as to let a man get some without even having to get your name, your phone number. If he can just walk up to you in the grocery store and say, hey, let's go get a room, and you say, okay. If men can do that, that's all we'll do. We don't want your company. I'm just speaking over, not me. I'm still old school. Talking about the men y'all dealing with nowadays. I'm not out here on the market. But they don't want your company. They don't want your conversation. They don't care about what school you went to. They don't care about where you work at. They don't care about where you grew up at. They don't care about who your mama and them is, who your dad and them, who your people and them. They don't care about none of that. What that mouth do? That's all they want to know nowadays. What that moose knuckle do? That's it. That's what you're dealing with out here on the dating scene if you're a woman. It's bad for a man too, but there was a woman asked this question, so I'm answering for a woman. No, men don't like women nowadays, and for good reason. I understand. And hopefully y'all can get some understanding too. That don't make it right, but I'm just trying to let you have some understanding of why it's like that. Get it, got it, good, bye.